Okay.
Marie thinks she was caught on surveillance video. However, loss prevention provides the tip information to the officers.
On 324, received an anonymous tip from the ethics hotline that stock associate Maria B. Race might be committing merchandise theft. The following are the details from the call. Since March 2024, Maria has been stealing clothes that fit in a water bottle at the Hollister store that is located at this store. Over the last year, Mary has sold around 500. No one at the store knows about this situation. That's all we had.
Okay. Is that something I can get a copy of?
You can, if you want this case report that we...
Dang, so she would have fought it and said, nah, I didn't, and didn't bring the items back? Dang, so it sounds like could have been he saying she say, so he wouldn't have much evidence. Alright, let's check out this student Hollister employee caught using water bottle and scam to steal thousands.
This is 21-year-old Marie Avales. This is 21-year-old Marie Avales. On April 23rd, 2025. Boca Raton police responded to a Hollister clothing store in reference to an employee caught in a scheme to steal merchandise. Officers learned loss prevention has conducted an investigation after receiving an anonymous tip on their ethics hotline. The investigation finds that Marie has taken at least 55 different items of clothing by hiding items in her water bottle and wearing items out of the store.
That's crazy. She's still stealing. 2025. He not going nowhere. Or she gonna get caught.
Hello. So big picture.
No problem.
We have, this is Marie. She has taken some merchandise over like the past year, I would say. And we've got that merchandise here. She was nice enough to bring it back to us today. She never more.
This whole pile?
Yes, sir. So it's 26 items valued at $750.70 before tax. However, it is under in each separate occasion. She never took this all. Like this is over an extended period of time. So if you guys wanted to go about it for a theft, then you can. I understand the state law. So if you guys need to handle it a different way, I understand as well. She did write us a statement explaining like what happened and like the why she took it, but there is other stuff she was unable to return, which the company will not prosecute on that because we don't have the merch. But
gotcha. And this, you found out all this today, I guess, or
we've been conducting an investigation.
Okay. Let me just read this real quick, and then your name is Marie. All right, I will talk to you just in a second.
In the meantime, I'm just gonna have her fill out our company trespass form. So like this is the one I was talking about for 2 years, no coming into the Abercrombies or Hollisters. Just fill this out. Are hereby trespass from all Abercrombie and Fitch properties, including Abercrombie and Hollister for 2 years.
Banner for life.
Please just sign.
All right, Marie, go ahead and just stand up for me in the meantime. I'm just going to put you in handcuffs and then just kind of explain to you what's going on, okay?
I'm surprised she's so calm. She had a straight face.
4212.
232, going to so 451, back down.
Okay, you can have a seat.
And a white female, first name TV.
All right, so I'm going to just read you your Miranda warnings, okay, because obviously you're not free to go, and I got some questions for you. You have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. Any statement can and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand everything that I've explained to you?
Yes.
Okay. So I see that you've already written out a statement. Is that statement accurate, what you provided to your manager over here?
Yes.
Okay. That was a lot of stuff on that list. did you like keep a log of everything, like when you were stealing it, or?
No, it's just like,
Because that's like a big list of items. I know some of which like you didn't return, which is fine.
yeah.
But like it's actually like surprising that you actually remembered everything what it was, because it's like completely itemized. So,
I mean, before I wrote that down, we like talked about it for a bit. I've been working here for like a year and a half at this point.
okay, so last year around like December time
Oh, she used to work there?
is when you started.
Well, I guess technically 2 years ago in
2 years.
2023,
Okay,
in August or September.
August of 2023. Okay,
Yeah.
and is that when you started stealing things from the store? When was like the first
No.
thing that you stole?
I don't remember the first. Probably something like small, like tank top. And then, and I think it was like 2 months
You
into
weren't
being
sold?
hired here.
Okay, and
Said you-
it says that when you were stealing stuff, you would use like a water bottle or something.
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
I have a thermal water bottle, so you can't see through
Damn,
it.
why
So I'll just
that's
like
crazy.
put
She
stuff
stole
in
a
there.
water bottle.
You would put it in the water bottle. How big is the water bottle?
It's like a 24-ounce hydro flask. Like it's kind of thin.
Okay, and each time, was it always that with that, or were there other methods in how you do things?
That or just wearing stuff under my clothes.
Okay. Approximately, do you know how many items that you've stolen in the store?
50 something.
Okay, and in total value, could you estimate how much that was?
We estimated it out to about 1,500, I think. Just
Okay.
under 1,500.
But today you returned, do you know how many things that you returned today?
Yeah, about $700 something worth of stuff, but
Mhm.
$400 something worth of what they can like resell again.
Okay. Well, why wouldn't they be able to resell the other stuff?
It's been worn. And
Oh, okay. Understand. Okay.
I wonder why she returned
Just kind
it.
of going through your
Usually a lot of
statement
people
here.
do just like, nah, just be on the run pretty much, or just,
So
I don't know.
items like black leggings, bikini tops,
I wonder
white
if the store even
bikinis,
knew.
swimwear
swimwear. Is there any particular reason why you're stealing all these things?
to not have to pay for them. Some things were for friends.
Okay. The stuff that you weren't able to retrieve, why weren't you able to?
I'm here for college, but my hometown is Orlando, so that's like, it's just at my house.
So the remainder of the items that aren't here today that you returned are like at your house?
Copy South Florida, South Carolina tag.
And how did they find out that you were
I have
stealing?
a camera.
Foxtrot Whiskey Sierra
Okay, and then
934 FWS.
did they call you in
934,
today?
Blue
And-
I just
BMW.
worked today, so I just came in
And what did they tell you today? Loss prevention, what did they talk to you about today? Was this your first time hearing about this, or?
yeah,
Okay, and what did they say to you today?
they just told me to sit down and we started talking about loss prevention and that they know I've been stealing and that
And this statement that you wrote was voluntarily on your own?
I mean, it was guided, but it's all true and like I would have said that.
When you say guided, what do you mean?
Like he asked me questions kind of in like a template format, like okay, the first thing you want to write is your name. How long
Oh, so just kind of explaining how like the statement goes?
yeah.
Okay, but everything that you wrote done voluntarily, correct?
Peter
Yes.
Ampostelli.
Somewhere they get.
All right. Do you have anything else that you want to add to the statement, or anything that you think is important for later on? I know it says in here that you're apologetic and stuff, but unfortunately, they do want to prosecute, so we do have to go through that process. I'll kind of explain to you where we go from here afterwards, but being that it's a little over $700, $750, unfortunately, you'll probably have to go take the ride today to jail, okay?
Marie thinks she was caught on surveillance video. However, loss prevention provides the tip information to the officers.
On 324,
received an anonymous tip from the ethics hotline that stock associate Maria Viles might be committing merchandise theft. The following are the details from the call. Since March 2024, Maria has been stealing clothes that fit in a water bottle at the Hollister store that is located at this store. Over the last year, Mary has stolen around 500. No one at the store knows about this situation. That's all we had.
Okay, is that something I can get a copy of?
You can, if you want this case report that we...
Dang, so she would have fought it and said, nah, I didn't, and didn't bring the items back? Dang, so it sounds like could have been he saying she said. So they wouldn't have much evidence. So they never caught on camera. That's insane.
We have right here.
Mm-hmm.
You can take it, sir.
So right now I'm
They tried to
just
look
waiting
back at it.
for a
Cameras
female
are probably
officer to get here because they gotta search you. We're not allowed to.
Okay.
And then I'll walk you out to my car. We'll try and do the paperwork and get you up there as soon as you can. That way you can get out in the morning, okay?
Okay.
You said you're 21?
Yes.
Okay.
You say you're in school? What school?
Florida Atlantic University.
What are you studying?
Criminal justice.
What are you trying to do? Law enforcement or a lawyer or?
Right now I'm thinking maybe like
She should have just.
something with
Dang.
Okay. Look, this ain't the end of the world, right? So you're being charged with it, right?
I mean,
You
I
go through the
think,
court
I
process.
think everybody would have lied and like, they don't have the evidence. That's crazy. I think so. Low key, she could have got away from it. I don't know if she still can, if she get a lawyer or what, but.
You go through the whole ordeal.
Oh no, she brought the item, so.
You might be able to get this corrected, depending on what the judge sees, and obviously you're a student and stuff. Just take this as a life lesson learned, right? You seem like a great kid, made some bad decisions, and you're in this position now, right? You have nobody else but to blame but yourself, unfortunately. Sometimes when it seems too good to be true, like I'm sure the first few items were like, oh wow, it's easy, right? I kept on going. There's a reason why people get caught. There's a reason why there's police officers. People get caught all the time because it goes on forever. But this is not bad because there's other people that steal more valuable things, and they're probably looking at a little bit longer, sentences and things like that because they do it so often. They get caught so often. Again, you seem like a great kid. You just made a stupid decision, and hopefully this ends here. I'm sure your parents are gonna be pissed, and you're 21. You don't have to tell them, but you're getting arrested. You're probably gonna need a lawyer and stuff. When you go to court, you can tell your parents.
Yeah. Do I get an opportunity to use my phone at any point?
Not now, but probably when you get up to county jail, you'll be able to make a phone call, and then depending on how this officer is, you can request a phone call. We don't have to give you a phone call. But again, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't get a phone call. Right? You've been cooperative. You're not, give us a hard time. Again, we're just doing our jobs at the end of the day. So I don't see why not. And when was the last time you stole something? Yesterday?
Yeah. And before that, it was a while.
Okay. And obviously, it's what's done is done. But what made you think it was a good idea?
Just I could save the money and then not getting caught after the first couple of times. I'm like, I could really save money and do it.
No, I get it. It's opportunity, right? You see the opportunity and you get away with it for a few times and probably a lot of times and just caught up. And a lot of this stuff is for yourself, and I'm sure you got stuff for your friends and family and stuff as gifts. But again, hopefully this is the last time. Is this your first job?
No.
Where'd you work before this?
My first job, I've been working since I was 16. So before this, directly before this was American Eagle, and I never stole from there.
A female officer arrives to search Marie before she is transported to jail.
You want to do me a favor, just standing up?
Yeah.
Face that way.
Got some of the pedigree information.
You have anything that's going to focus me or cut me? Do me a favor, spread your feet apart.
The transfer like either on the side or back up. As he was backing up. He's like, okay, transfer. He's in the part of the side. Okay, that's it. That's it. You do a full back there. Yeah, yeah. Okay, you old school, huh? Old school.
Yeah, I haven't done one of those.
I gave him the option. Just want to throw that out there.
Sorry, let me just take this.
Right there, sir.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, if you want to. We'll come up with the property.
So you just sit down. You're gonna take your shoes off.
That black bag is yours?
You want it?
Yes, please. This hot sauce? I got you. I'll do it for you.
One day working for you. I got half a day. One day.
Same way we came in?
Going out.
That's right. Oh, 1 second.
Okay, all right, it's not gonna go off, right? One way to find out, right? You got scared, huh? You thought it was. Yeah, I think I get rid of that thing.
The what?
Get rid of the T-Bone?
Oh, you did? What'd you get?
Performance.
Oh, they're gonna see your shit. Model 3 or
Why?
why?
Fast. And then they all 4,000 credit for it.
The leasing for
I don't recommend it. Get the Volkswagen straight.
well, the leasing for that was like $200.
Marie Aviles was charged with felony grand theft and felony organized fraud under $20,000.
Ain't. Oh. That was pretty calm. I thought she was gonna freak out or go crazy. But she's sat there calm. I don't know. That's interesting. I didn't expect that reaction.